We've decided to do a day in the life of video for each of us so that you can see what we do on a day-to-day basis and also remind us what it's like being on the road. So I've just got up and now I'm going to sneak out and make coffee. So come and join me. I've just climbed out of the troopy and got dressed to look upon our view. We pulled up here at dark last night, about perhaps 10 o'clock. So we didn't actually see, but it's not bad. We're on the side of a highway, which you can hear there. Can't see the cars, they're just behind the trees, but it's not a bad little view. Down there, that's the, I don't know, the inlet from Port Augusta, the Gulf, I suppose. And then what I'm going to do now is set up the table and get the cooker up. That's all in here. Table legs, check. This is the rest of our table. And this is the trusty Primus cooker. That's from the 70s, but it's still live and kicking, so. Now, just because we're on the road doesn't mean we have to slam it necessarily, so Amy and I really enjoy coffee first thing in the morning, so as you can see there, I've got a little percolator that Will gave to me for Christmas a couple of years ago, and we warm the milk up. No point in having it cold, and there you can see I'm warming the mugs up too, because nothing worse than a cold coffee. Yeah, so we don't live too badly out here on the track. All good fun. You got to get your caffeine fix, of course. First real job of the day is to wake Amy up with a cup of coffee. There she is, working away inside, getting the bed packed up.
Thank you very much.
Getting ready for the road. Smile. So now that's breakfast out of the way, I'm just got to pack up. This is the fridge is on the passenger seat while we're sleeping. My guitar sits in the footwell, and then we have all the other bits and bobs on the driver's seat. So I've just got to unplug them all, lift them around here, and pop them in the back like that. Amy's rolled the bed up already, and the fridge just straps down to those 4 little eyelets there, and then we're ready to hit the road again. So now we're all packed up, we're almost ready to go, but the first thing I do every morning is just to check the fluid levels. So the just here, just to make sure that the tube is running alright, all the fluid levels are alright, because without him we'd be buggered. So we're just leaving camp now. Just turn the GPS on as I do every morning, just to track our path. And actually, this is supposed to be a day in the life, but this is probably the first time in maybe 2 months that Amy's started the day with driving.
Oh.
So it's not really usual, but that's okay. It's nice to be driven.
I don't know if it's 2 months.
Go on, think about it.
At least 6 weeks.
So there we go, on the road. It's 9:30 and we're away, heading to Port Augusta. This here is our Bible we use every day really when we're on the road. It's got all of our maps in it, so that's Adelaide there in South Australia, and we're currently about here, driving up to Port Augusta. And then from there we're going to head down this way, down to Port Lincoln there, and then up to Streaky Bay, which is here. Now if you look closer you can see all these little numbers. There's 5, 6, 7, let's have a look at that. They're all campsites that you can stay at, and you just have to find them, and it'll tell you all about them. So 5, 6, 7, Lipson Cove, it tells you how to get there, gives you a grid reference, telephone number, and what's there. So we know there's toilets, it's suitable for a camper trailer, a tent, you can take a dog there, and this one here means that it's picturesque or scenic. Usually means it's by a lake or the sea or a river. or views of mountains, so I dare say that one's by the sea. So yeah, Amy and I pretty well just choose somewhere to camp through the book, and then you can see we highlight where the ones we've stayed in. But it really is a fantastic book, and if anyone's going to go around Australia, if you want to take one thing with you, it would definitely be this book. That's Camp 5. There's Camp 6 now, but definitely get the camp snaps because it's got photos of the campsite, so you know where you're going, which is very helpful. We generally spend a lot of time driving every day, just to get as much of it done as possible. We're going to Port Lincoln now, which is 316 k's away. Amy's just got a new hat. And we've just been pulled over by the police. I think really he just wanted to have a chat with us because he's a big four-wheel driver as well, and followed us for a few k's and asked us loads of questions about where we got the stuff, how much we paid for our tyres, that sort of stuff, you know, general police inquiries. Life on the road. We've just done our weekly shop at Woolies. Got 70 bucks worth of food, so there's bread and bits and bobs. If you look in here, this is our pantry. It's all fully loaded now, so that should keep us going for a week. And then in the fridge, it's nice and full too. So, back on the road. This is a roadside stop, just on the way to Port Lincoln, and we've stopped for a bit of lunch. What are you making us, Ames?
Noodles with veggies and fish.
Yum. So, a bit of a sophisticated setup here for cooking. Just a little gas mate. And this is the makeshift kitchen for lunchtime. Very, very good. So we've decided to carry on driving, as we've been so long at Mangarani, so usually we'd be setting up camp by now, but we're kicking on, and we want to drive to the coast tonight. So we've skipped Port Lincoln out, and we're sort of heading towards between Coffin Bay and Streaky Bay on the southwest peninsula of South Australia, and we'll head west from there. But as you can see, we're clearly heading west with the sun setting. Not a bad view for driving